Manchester United have been linked with a move with 26-year-old attacking midfielder from Nottingham Forest, Morgan Gibbs White. In this video, we'll have a conversation, talk about his contract. Is he likely to join United? Potential Bruno Fernandes replacement. So, it came out from the Mail, who are very reliable, and they said Manchester United are one of the clubs monitoring Morgan Gibbs White's situation as they look to capitalise on players leaving if Nottingham Forest get relegated. United obviously looking at potential Bruno Fernandes replacements due to his high wages if he is to leave the club next summer. So that's the news there. Listen, Gibbs White, he was linked heavily with the move to Tottenham last summer, didn't materialise. He has a new contract, or he signed a new contract at Forest, keeping him there until 2028. Now, what I would say about Morgan Gibbs White, he's a very key player for Forest. He's got 8 goal contributions, started 26 out of 27 games in the Premier League for them this season. And listen, I like watching him. I watched him against Liverpool a few days ago when they played him. I thought he was very, very good in that game. I think, listen, and when he's playing for Forest, I don't think you get to see the essence and the quality of Gibbs White because they are defending a lot. They're hitting teams on the counter attack. And I think he definitely is a conversation. Obviously, if Forest were to go down, which is looking likely at the moment, unless Vitor Pereira pulls off a miracle, they will lose a lot of their key players. Sangare, Elliot Anderson, Morgan Rogers, potentially Ola Aina, Nico Williams, Murillo, I think someone who is rated as well. So they will lose a lot of players. In terms of Gibbs White, I think, again, he's someone who reports are suggesting as well United won't be able to deal with his high wage demands, and that could see him potentially go to other clubs, which again is a negative in that. I think, listen, if we talk about the positives, I think he's very good on the ball. I think in the final third he's fantastic, got a great shot on him, set piece rate as well. And again, listen, is he the ideal Bruno Fernandes replacement? No, I don't think there's many players in world football really that can have the impact or could have had the impact that Bruno Fernandes has had in this United team. You look at what Bruno has achieved in terms of personal records. Obviously, you would want him to win a Prem and a Champions League, but in terms of personal records, I think he's never got below 20 goal contributions in a season for Manchester United. Even when United were fighting relegation or finishing 17th or finishing 15th, sorry, not winning Europa League finals, changing a manager, his output has been fantastic. And I think Gibbs White, listen, he is a talented player. And I think if United were to sign him, I wouldn't be angry. But is he that sort of top level player that United want? Probably not, no. I think I would want more of someone like a Morgan Rogers who ball carrying, got a great strike on him. A Cole Palmer, I mean, there's been a lot of reports about him, but there certainly is a conversation to have about Bruno leaving, and is Gibbs White the potential? Is the ideal replacement? Probably not, but reports again, United will be linked to a lot of players. As I said, his stats are very good. He was linked with a move, as I said, away. He was linked with Man City. He was linked with Liverpool. He was going to very close to going to Tottenham. But as I said, very key player for Forest. I mean, a lot of 90 minutes played. And again, he's someone who can play in a variety of positions, can play in a false nine if you need him to, play off the left, off the right, play in a central midfield position. He is a very, very good player, and he's played a lot of minutes for Forest this season. And as I said, 6 goals this season in the league, only 1 penalty, so 5 non-penalty goals, 57 shots. He's got a few assists. No one really has similar numbers that Bruno has. So in terms of a numbers game, he's not going to be very good. He's very good at dribbling. And aerially and physically, he's very, very good. He likes to get stuck in. He likes to put that work rate in and put in a tackle. As I said, created 40 big chances this season. Listen, he's a decent player. He's definitely an option. I think he's someone who has positives, Prem experience, good quality player, but I think the worry would he be able to adapt to this Premier League Manchester United team in which we're trying to go? Is he a player that you have to potentially win the Premier League? I don't think so, and I think that is what is the sort of where we're trying to go. And I think when you replace Bruno Fernandes, it's going to be a lot of pressure on anyone really who replace him, because if they don't get 10 goals and 10 assists in their first season, they're going to be scrutinised heavily. So listen, I think Gibbs White definitely is an option. He's 26, so again, he's not ridiculously old. I think he is kind of a similar profile, not massively, but similar profile to Cunha in terms of good ball carrier, defensive work rate, got a good shot on him. But again, he's a central player and plays in that number 10. And I mean, is Cunha the Bruno replacement? We don't know. But listen, that's what's been reported. Gibbs White has been linked with a move to Manchester United. Apparently, Manchester United see him as the potential option to replace Bruno Fernandes this summer, but due to the high wages, they could be forced out of a move to clubs like Manchester City and other clubs that are going to offer better deals. Obviously, United are in a position now where they want to sort out their wage structure and not pay players ridiculous wages. They want to get rid of, not Bruno, don't say that. They want to get rid of Casemiro, or they're going to get rid of Casemiro, Rashford, Sancho, where they save a lot of money. They want to bring down Maguire's deal. So they do definitely want to save money on deals. I think in terms of Gibbs White, though, as a player and as an individual, top professional, good player. I've watched him numerous times for Forest. I watched him times when he was at Wolves. He's got a lot of quality, a lot of talent, and at 26, he is entering his prime years. Is he someone I'd consider as the optimum player to replace Fernandes? No, I think there's a conversation there to be had of who is the best Bruno Fernandes replacement. As I mentioned earlier, there's not many people in world football that can do what Bruno's done in this United team on a consistent basis. But we'll have to wait and see what does happen with Gibbs White. But that has been a conversation about him. Let me know your thoughts. Depending on how United's summer strategy goes, I think he does tick a lot of the boxes for them. English Premier League experience, which is something that we looked at, 26. Again, be able to capitalise if Forest go down, which is obviously a big part to play in that. But let me know your thoughts, as I said, in the comment section below.